Hi, I'm Rich Brown, Senior Editor for CNET. Today we're going to take a look at the Dell Studio XPS 435. So this is a pretty interesting looking full tower desktop system from Dell. We actually kind of like the design. It's sort of a retro minimalist thing going on. There's a nice red accent going around the border here. Now this is not a high-end gaming system by any stretch of the imagination, but it definitely is a fairly capable fast PC. This configuration here is sort of a very well-rounded digital entertainment performance box. It has a Blu-ray drive, a fast graphics card, an Intel Core i7 CPU. Usually we are not fans of desktops that try to please everybody, but Dell does a pretty good job balancing price and specs with this system. Behind this door here, there's a Blu-ray drive, and up here you get the usual media card reader. On the top of the case, there's actually a Gadget Tray, which is becoming more and more common in desktops lately. Now, the tray is basically just an indentation with a couple ports next to it, and it's useful for putting your iPhone, your digital camera, or any other portable device kind of on top of your system. On the graphics card here, you can see there's two DVI outputs, but there's no HDMI port. That would kind of be handy for a system with a Blu-ray drive if you're going to connect it to an HD TV. Granted, the system is pretty big. You might not necessarily put it in your living room. But still, HDMI graphics cards is common enough that Dell probably should have made that available. You get FireWire and eSATA for your external data connections, as well as digital audio and analog audio ports for whatever kind of speaker output you might want to connect. And alongside those, of course, you get your typical array of USB 2 and Ethernet jacks. So inside the case, things are nice and roomy, but you don't have as much upgrade capability as you might think. You do get two hard drives, as well as room to add a third one down here. You can see that there's 6 memory slots here too, and all of those are taken. And finally, this motherboard only has one graphics card slot. Now, we certainly don't demand a PC have 2 graphics card slots because most mainstream users won't add a second graphics card. It's just not necessary. But the fact is that you can get SLI or Crossfire-based PCs in this price range. So for a big PC like this with lots of room to upgrade, it just seems a little weird that there's not a second graphics card option. Now, for adding other cards, you do get a single PCI Express 4X slot here, as well as 2 1X PCI Express slots. And down here, there's a standard PCI slot if you have an older card you want to add. Now, generally speaking, we found the system to be pretty fast for its price range. There was a lower-end system from Asus that kind of outperformed it, that was a little less expensive. But for most of the tasks the system is designed for, say basic gaming, light-duty digital media editing, basic productivity, you shouldn't have any trouble. So again, we do like this system. It might not be the fastest or even the most cost-effective out there, but between its various features and its good looks, it might just win you over. So I'm Rich Brown, and this is the Dell Studio XPS 435.